Cosmic Girl 101 signing on for Sagittarius Rising, March 2024 astrology video. Okay, Sagittarius Rising, the topics we're going to be covering this video is the Sun, the moons, the personal planets being Venus, Mars and Mercury. Opening up the month of March, we've got that Sun transiting your 4th house and has been since February. So now you're starting to really see that there's a lot going on in the home, real estate, property, also family, and possibly even dynamics changing in your home environment or something going on in the home. And this also has a lot to do with ancestry and foundations and even other places of homes in different parts of the world. So you could have been spending time in different or foreign environments at this time and might be continuing doing this or even researching those topics of foreign lands, ancestry, family, etc. On the 19th of March, you've got that Sun moving out of your 4th house and ingressing into the 5th house of Aries for you, Sagittarius rising. So this is a really juicy place for you because that 5th house is all about pleasure, joy. And that's why it's got also children involved there because they're joyful. You know, children are infectious. They're naive, but it's because they're just so wide-eyed about their world and everything is exciting to them. So children's highlighted here. Romantic partners, well, yeah, it's pleasure. We also have this house also associated with sports and athletics, so really picking up that energy of wanting to move the body or getting active with sports teams or just enjoying sports teams. Also has to do with investments, risky investments, because it's also associated with gambling. So investments are a gamble, to be fair. So if you can't afford to lose it, don't do it. But because it's associated with risky investments, you might be taking a chance here. Now, the Sun's exalted in this house of Aries, and sometimes exaltations, to be really transparent, aren't so great. So it could be overindulging in regards to romance or overindulging your children. But this is something that is a very big possibility with that exalted Sun in your 5th house of, yeah, everything's just yummy and overflow and overstimulation. Basically, the Sun does its thing quite organically here in Aries. It's very bright, it's very illuminated, and has a lot of vitality and energy. So this is what you can expect when the Sun on the 19th of March ingresses into the 5th house. A lot of energy and attention and illumination is brought to those 5th house topics. This is also the start of the spring equinox in the northern hemisphere and the autumnal equinox in the southern hemisphere. It's also known as the start of the astrological year, and as aforementioned, it's the Sun's exaltation. So for you as a Sagittarius rising, because Aries trines your ascendant, this is a time of ease and things should be pretty good, I would imagine, for you regarding your physical health, how you're feeling within you, and things are sliding up nicely with those 5th house topics. So you're spending a lot of time on getting energetic, getting involved with sports and really feeling quite powerful, like you've got more energy than usual. So if you're going to start a new health routine when this transit's happening for you, I wouldn't be too surprised. So enjoy the energy, start something new. And like I said, it's the start of the astrological year, so it's like, yeah, I'm ready to fire. And you know, it's March now, so you should be starting to feel a momentum because the new year's now over. We've had our January, February energy of like slowly getting back into the groove, and March sees pretty much a lot of people picking up their energy with that Sun going into Aries. Now on to the lunations for the month. So this is a big month for everyone because it's eclipse season. And for you, Sagittarius rising on the 10th of March, you've got a new moon occurring in your 4th house of Pisces. A new beginning that might be more behind the scenes, being in Pisces. So a creative project in the home. Could be looking at real estate and property, looking at family as well. But something new is happening here. So a new beginning that's sort of not public. It's going to be revealed come September 17. And the reason I say that date is because it's a new moon in Pisces and there's a full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces on the 17th of September this year. So whatever begins, blooms, or comes to an end. It's over, it's done with. But it could be a fantastic ending or a not so great ending. So what that means in general is eclipses are unpredictable for people, but think of an eclipse as something being overshadowed. So what you begin on this day could possibly be delayed or not coming to fruition as you planned. So just be aware that if you're investing in property, like example, doing renovations in the home, doing something creative, something going on with, I would even say art, just know that it might not be fully finished come the 17th on that lunar eclipse. So something could be changing. And so if you're doing something now or planning something now, allow for life to happen. Yeah, that's all I'm saying here. On the 25th, this is where we have an actual eclipse day, and it's a full moon lunar eclipse in Libra, which is your 11th house of helpful alliances, benefactors that assist you in regards to your public image and your career. It's also a house that has a lot to do with friendships and your goals and dreams that you'd like to bring out into the public. So when you have an eclipse on this day, and again, eclipses eclipse out, overshadow, something's not seen completely. So you could have a change up in a group or a societal organization that you're connected to regarding friendships. Something could be changing. The dynamics could be shifting. And being in Libra, Libra is all about connecting, agreements, contracts. So you could be ending a significant friendship or a relationship regarding a group or society that you are presently involved with. So again, forewarned is forearmed. This is why we listen to astrology. So we also have the South Node transiting in the sign of Libra in your 11th house. And South Node is associated with what feels familiar, but we should be possibly considering doing something different. So doing something different with your groups that you are connected to, changing up your dreams and aspirations, and also trying to, go into a different direction when it comes to connecting with different people that can assist you, that are more beneficial to you in regards to your career. So if you're considering, I really like these people that I've been connected to, or my friendships, but they're not ambassadors for or advocates for my career. They don't really help me. They sort of, it's like the friend that goes, is this really what you want to do for the rest of your life? It's like you need to get rid of those naysayers, Sagittarius rising, and you need to move away and move into different societies and groups of people and friendships that can assist you and make you feel good about your career and how you're seen and known in the world. So that South Node continues as well, eclipse-wise, also for the next year. So this day is quite significant for you. So if something is shifting and changing, try not to white knuckle it, let it go organically. Now we're going to get into the personal planets. The reason I concentrate on the personal planets is they affect us more because they move faster, they're closer to the earth, and we're really going to have a lot of noticeable events happening within us and around us. Mars rules your 5th house, Aries, and also rules your 12th house, Scorpio. So Mars is a planet that, let's just discuss what Mars does. What's its function? How does Mars work for you? Well, Mars is characterized by bravery and being bold, a little bit naive because it just goes for it. It's not really got a full long-term plan. it just knows to express itself organically and just go, this is what I'm going for. You know, I've got the energy, I'm going to go. So when it's in your 5th house and your 12th house, if you use Sagittarius rising, you just feel like you have a lot of energy connecting with pleasure and sports, and you're probably known for taking a risk when it comes to having a punt, which basically means, in layman's terms, taking a risk with your finances. And in the 12th house, it's where you have a lot of energy and drive and a lot of time for things that are behind the scenes. So, you know, checking out from the world. You like to travel metaphorically, or you like to literally travel to different places on the planet. You actually like traveling. You like to bravely go into places that, you know, some people just go, oh, you can't afford that, or should you be really going there? It's like, yeah, I'm going there. There's a bit of danger there, or there's something that, you know, or is a little bit taboo. Then you're the guy to actually go and explore those places. So Mars ruling that 5th and 12th house, you may identify with those things as a Sagittarius rising. Now, let's talk about what Mars is doing this month. Well, Mars is actually quite quiet. When Mars is quiet, you can expect things to be consistent for you regarding the 3rd house, because as we open up the month of March, it's continuing transiting that place. And it's been in the 3rd house since the 13th of February. So in the 3rd house of community, day-to-day routines, short distance travel, education, language, also to do with siblings and cousins, technology. There's a lot going on in the 3rd house for a lot of people. Do the research in your own time, Sagittarius rising. You'll probably be really surprised. But Mars in this place would see you having a lot of action and drive and passion. Okay, so this continues opening up the month of March. So you're really enjoying different environments, or just being busy, communicating and learning different languages, or doing a new course. Could also just be really enjoying new technology. So that's what continues opening up the month of March. On the 9th of March, and remember again, Mars is quite quiet. Mars is going to be squaring Uranus and Taurus. And this is your 3rd house where Mars is transiting, and it's squaring the 6th house. So your 6th house is all about what you do day to day. You get up, you have a scrub, you brush your teeth, you have a shower, or might not. You have a cuppa, or you have a tea, you have a smoothie, whatever, you feed the cats. You know, you basically, this is what you do every day. What do you do every single day? This is what's lit up here, and we've got a square. And what we do day to day affects our health. It affects our body. It affects how we deliver services to other people. So if we're having an off day, we're not going to be feeling like we can help people in the system, because we're not well. So on this day, you could be feeling as if I don't want to go to work. I really don't want to talk about anything or talk to anybody. So on this day, again, forewarned us around, that's why we listen to astrology. It could be a difficult day when it comes to communicating about your work, or even with work itself. It's just you're not feeling it on this day. So that's the 9th. Then we get to the 22nd of March, and Mars, your planet that rules the 5th and 12th house, is going to be ingressing into Pisces, your 4th house, until April 30, 2024. Now, Mars is considered to be in detriment, which what basically that means is Mars isn't feeling organically happy here. It can't really do its thing in Pisces, quite simply because it's not an energetic, characteristic matchup. Mars rules Aries, which is about boldness, bravery, ready to go. But in Pisces, it's as if the fire's been put out. It's Mars, energetic, fiery, passionate. Pisces, water, emotion, creative flow, the unconscious. So Mars in Pisces might be really great for getting into esotericism and divinatory styles and exploring. But this might also be a place where you want to remove yourself from society or have more behind the scenes activity that's not seen. So again, I think something's going on there when it comes to renovating or changing something up in the home that you're beginning on the 10th. But Mars and detriment here basically forewarned us more around in regards to your energies could be low regarding finances could be low. So you're trying to build up that key again, and also looking at traveling or just planning new travel destinations could also be highlighted here when Mars is transiting your fourth house. Now, we also, because Mars rules your fifth and 12th house, that's why I'm associating and connecting the dots here for you, Sagittarius rising. So if this is all about renovating the home, changing up the home, doing something in the home, could be because you may want to move internationally, or you just may want to move. You might want to make an investment in a new home, or just spending money in the home. And it could feel like your resources are being drained. So this transit continues until April 30, 2024. Okay, Sagittarius rising now, let's discuss Venus. Venus is transiting in Aquarius, your third house, opening up the month of March. And on the 3rd of March, it squares Uranus and Taurus, so your third and sixth house. So there could be some conflict regarding communication with work or people in your workplace. They could also feel like you could be a little bit torn when it comes to a relationship in a workplace, or something's changing in the workplace dynamic for you, something that you're doing every day might start to shift because something's clashing, communication lines aren't open. So again, that 3rd of March, yeah, could be quite tricky for you, Sagittarius rising. On the 11th, we see that Venus, ingressing into the sign of Pisces, and this is your fourth house until the 5th of April, 2024. So Venus is exalted in the sign of Pisces. And as you also have heard, the sun is exalted in Aries. So exaltation energy this month, for good or for bad, because exaltation, as mentioned, is not always a great thing. It's a start. Too much juice, too much of this energy could be a contradicting thing when you hear about an exaltation being fantastic. Well, Venus exalted in the fourth house until the 5th of April. Looks as if overindulgence or overspending in an investment in a home or a property or real estate manner. Family, expenses with families, communication and connections with friendships associated with family as well. So I would expect you're either having a fantastically overindulgent time with looking at ancestry or researching about foreign lands, or just looking at investments in lands, or just looking at something to do with a home as an investment, or just pulling in a lot of money. But it's fun doing renovations, if you get what I mean. So this is what you might be doing here on the 11th until the 5th of April. So your highlighter, forewarned is forearmed. Get your money out, because I think money is really important for you in the month of March, Sagittarius. On the 21st, that Venus is going to conjunct Saturn in Pisces. So this is a really nice matchup here, because Venus is all about the exuberance and overindulgence and pleasure, conjuncting Saturn, going, cool your jets here. We need to really consider the long-term repercussions of your investment, or what you consider to be beautiful in regards to an investment. So it's like, I really like that artwork. And it's like, do you really need it? Is it going to benefit you in the long run? So it just might be a clash of, I want, but is it really going to be beneficial in the long run, with that Saturn being really mature and responsible and going, just, check yourself before you wreck yourself on this day. On the 24th, we see Venus sextiling Jupiter in Taurus. Fantastic. Two benefics, Venus and Jupiter. Talk about overindulgence in the fourth house and the sixth house connection here. So you might be very, I say very, or it's a lot of concentration or attention regarding that fourth house and sixth house connection, in regards to what you're doing daily that is impacting the home is almost fun. So this could be sexy times in the home with your partner, or just having a lot of fun in the home that is affecting your day-to-day life. So something's changing on a daily basis. So you could be getting a new pet, for example. You could be indulging in buying an exercise bike or a treadmill. So this is a really great day for Jupiterian Venusian things, which is about expansion that is going to be pleasurable on a day-to-day basis and affects you quite positively. Venus also rules your 6th and 11th house. So Venus in the 6th house is all about just enjoying work, enjoying what you do. You really enjoy helping people and assisting people. You also really enjoy the pleasures of the body, and you also really enjoy connecting with different people, also from different parts of the lands that benefit you. They give you a lot of internal and a feeling of education or knowledge that feeds you and fills you up and makes you feel whole. So that's that 6th and 11th house connection for Venus for you. On the 28th, Venus is sextiling Uranus in Taurus, your 4th and 6th houses. So remember, it was in a square opening up the month of March. Well, at the end of the month, we've got it in a sextile aspect. So whatever was disruptive there regarding communication or difficulty with someone in the workplace or work, it works out now. So things are starting to be a bit better. And regarding your communication with work or traveling with work, etc. And something that's going on a day-to-day basis seems to be easing up. So if there's been conflict in the workplace or something that you do day-to-day at the end of the month, looks like things are starting to work out. So if there's been a problem or a glitch with technology or communication in the workhouse, things are going to ease up now and it should be a lot better for you. Planet Mercury is your 7th house and 10th house ruler. Mercury is transiting in Pisces in your 4th house in detriment. Not really feeling great in the sign of Pisces, quite simply. It's a difficult because it's too drawn into music and art and doing things behind the scenes, just enjoying beautiful overindulgent pleasure. And this could be a problem with Mercury in the 4th house in detriment to you. So you can spend it all the time away from family or traveling and just enjoying life in general. And sort of the family and responsibilities at the home have been put on the back burner, or finances haven't been available in the home because you've been enjoying yourself. Well, Mercury is a sextiling Uranus and Taurus on the 4th, and this is your 4th and 6th house connection. So this looks good for communication with work, or there's an increase in your finances, or technology is changing, or technology is getting easier. So things look good for an upgrade here on this day of the 4th. On the 8th, we've got Mercury conjuncting Neptune. Check the details before you sign on the dotted line regarding a transaction that involves the home, that involves family, that involves your legacy and solid foundations. On the 9th, we've got Mercury ingressing into Aries, your 5th house. This is great for looking at, really amping up the energy levels regarding athletics, sport. You could also be quite aware of investments at this time. So money's highlighted here, and children, and just your creative projects. I think there's a lot going on in your home, wanting to revamp the home here. On the 10th, we've got Mercury sextiling Pluto. So this is good for just getting down to the nitty-gritty, excavating information that is going to be beneficial to your sense of joy and pleasure. So communicating with a partner, there could be some breakthroughs regards to, oh, we should be doing something different in regards to what we consider or have been considering pleasurable. Let's change things up now. So a partner could surprise you with something to do with, what you didn't know about them, or just surprising communication. But it's a sextile. So I would expect that something quite delicious could be happening with a partner here, or an investment that seems to be paying off. Even children could surprise you on this day. Cosmic Girl 101 signing off, Sagittarius rising, for your report. I hope you have a fabulous March, and I'll see you next month.